Everything starts with one, but then you got that right hand, right? Philadelphia's the right hand. You know what I mean? New York is a jab, but Philadelphia's the right hand.
Yep. A lot of the stuff that was happening in New York was also happening in its own way. All that stuff was happening in Philadelphia.
We brought our own flavor to hip hop. I mean, it's just embedded in us. It was a music town because of Philly International.
Hip hop, I feel like, just fits seamlessly in what was already laid by, the sound of Philadelphia and all of that type of stuff.
Philadelphia was full of recording studios. If you couldn't do it at home, you can go to a lot of other studios and you can, buy some time and then create your song.
Next thing you know, people from all different parts of the city started forming crews, and that's how you started getting the whole hip hop thing going on in here in Philly.
The city of Philadelphia is recognized globally as one of the meccas and one of the epicenters that's important for the story of DJing.
I will say it for the 1 millionth time. We have the best DJs in hip hop on the planet.
Everybody know Philly always had the best DJs.
We weren't just playing records, but they were talking to you, almost having a conversation with you through the music that they were playing.
We come from a place which is really based in soul, in passion and struggle and all the things that makes Philadelphia Philly. So our job is to know what moves the people, both physically and in a more visceral sense.
Back when New York were doing their thing, the MC was kind of like in the front.
We thought that's what they were doing. We thought New York was the DJ first, the rapper second.
Philly, the DJ was the most dominant. I studied Grandmaster Flash, Grand Mixer DXT, and Theodore, but we also had heroes here in Philadelphia as well. Grand Wizard Rasheen, Grandmaster Nell, Cosmic Kev. There were so many DJs in the different parts of the city that were just incredible. We all had, at one time, different styles. I started entering these DJ competitions and actually winning them was the start of DJs coming after me, winning, and that's what kind of gave us our name, the City of the DJs.
You can still hear Summertime Today and you think of the Plateau.
Place called the Plateau is where everybody go. Girls out hunting and doing likewise. Walking at the honey in front of you with the light eyes.
When it came to Sunday at the Plateau, it was like a melting pot of everyone.
People from South Philly, North Philly, Germantown, all came out to the Plateau. So that was the way that it's kind of like, oh man, I saw this DJ from West Philly that was really fresh.
The Plateau is where you put on your best sneakers, you got in your best car and you made sure it was shiny, and your sneakers had to be brand new, and your jewelry had to be intact, and your felines, and your track suits, and everything just had to be perfect so you could ride around this circle over and over and over again. Just like Will says in the song.
We get out there like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and get your spot on the roof.
We literally climbed up on top of a refreshment stand.
The stage was the roof. But you would get thousands and thousands of people that would come out there on a Sunday.
The DJs would be up there spinning. Everybody would just hang out. No violence, no fighting, no nothing. It was nothing but love, laughter, clothing, and hip hop. It was just a beautiful, magical time. The early days of hip hop and how I eventually got it on the radio, let's just say I begged and I pleaded and I begged some more and I pleaded some more. They didn't want me to play this music on the radio. I remember the owner of the radio station. This woman walked by my office every day and never even spoke to me. I don't even think she knew my name. Mary Mason allowed me to start playing hip hop songs on the air. And once she saw the revenue come through and the popularity and the ratings go up, I mean, She knew who I was then.
There were also radio stations like a Power 99, which really shook up the market. It took stations like a Power 99 and stations like a Power across the country to really bridge that gap with the DJs that they had, Carter and Sanborn, BJ in the morning, and that's where that turning point in radio came.
When I started hip hop on AM radio, it was just for a day. It was just, what do you say, Patty? Saturday afternoon. And people would get those boom boxes and their cassette tapes and they would tape it. And that was their hip hop for the entire week until Saturday rolled around again. It was like a drug for that generation. And everybody was just fiending for it. If I had not fought for it, I don't know who else would have. Those early days, they were rough. We look at hip hop now, we always talk about digging in the crates, plural, but when I started playing hip hop on the radio, there was one crate.
Hip hop records didn't exist.
The only two records that they really played was Steady B's Bring the Beat Back and Schoolie D.
Schoolie D.
Schoolie D coming with that gangster rap, talking some real raw, uncut gangster rap.
My name is MC Schoolie D, sometimes with 2 L's, sometimes with 1. I'm from West Philly, 52nd and Parkside and College Park. I changed the world. I was part of that 1985 waves. We had room to be poets and room to be real. The impact of PSK is I made people feel like they can be artists. I started to slow it down. People in LA was like, oh, so we don't have to sound like we're from New York. People down south was like, oh, so we don't have to sound like we're from New York. In the Midwest, everybody figured out like we don't have to sound like New York and we can be in this game of rap and in this game of hip hop.
Look where we at now and what we doing now. This is an opportunity that when I was growing up didn't exist. Like, I'm the inaugural artist in residence. Like, we never had one of them Jones here. Our culture in Philly has definitely benefited off of hip hop, you know, whether it's jobs being created or just opportunities.
Hip hop saved so many lives. It created so many jobs. It helped a lot of people, man.
Hip hop has allowed me to see the world, you know, through music.
Hip hop did that for us, right? It became our source of everything. This raised us.
Hip hop was the voice of a generation. This is what we were really feeling and what we were really doing.
We were troubled children of the ghetto who tried desperately to communicate with the world, and the world for which too many years had not listened. And we made them.
Something that happened in somebody's in a project recreation room generated and went throughout the West like water. Water's powerful. That's what hip hop is.
This right here, it never stops. It never stops.